Good morning, comic kids. Cash Cow back with another video. Guys, now, I know it happened a few weeks ago. I haven't reported on it yet. But we know that Discovery bought Warner Brothers. They bought, the DC brand. Honestly, guys, this is big. Because they're going to kind of set up their format like Marvel has set up their format as far as like a 10-year plan and a phase or phases and they're gonna take time and build up their characters. This is what we finally needed from DC. Alright? We finally needed them to have a direction, a plan. They're going forward with a plan. They're not just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing if it sticks. I feel like this is finally what we deserve and what we need. That's finally gonna mean DC's gonna put out quality movies. Shows aren't that bad. Like Peacemaker was good. I like Titans. Doom Patrol was okay. I only watched like maybe 2 or 3 episodes. So I really didn't have enough time. I started getting a feel for it, but I didn't have enough time to get all the way into it. This is what we need, guys. I feel like anybody out there right now that's an investor, I would invest in DC Comics for the long haul. If they're getting their stuff together, that is perfectly what we need. That's going to push Marvel to continue to. That's going to keep Marvel on their toes and make them continue to make quality movies. Certain movies have not been a little too squirrely. Now, with this being said, guys, I feel like if DC does it this way, as far as they don't try to be Marvel. Don't try to be goofy and do it this way and try to get pops and laughs. You can have a few here and there. The way to do it for DC and how they always should stick to is being gritty, being dark, being different. That's what separates them. Don't change that up. Don't try to have Flash be Ant-Man and be goofy and silly. I mean, it's okay, but it's not. You don't need too much of it. Too much of it's not a good thing. You have to be able to stand out, guys. I feel like the Silver Age first appearance of villains is something that you guys might need to, get on, as far as first Silver Age appearance of Two-Face, first Bronze Age appearance of Ra's al Ghul. Who else? For Penguin's gonna be big. Harley Quinn's probably gonna get a revival, the breath of fresh air. Like, okay, this is what we need, guys. We need this. We need DC to be on top of their game as well. Good comic book movies from both companies is a win for everybody. You don't have to like DC. I'm just talking to select few that's like, well, I only like Marvel, and hey, that's fine. I grew up liking both. I'm talking about DC Comics, but I'm wearing a Hulk shirt. Like, I like both. You look on my back of my wall, you see Hulk, you see Iron Man, you see Flash up there, you see Shazam, Darkseid, Black Manta behind me, Punisher. Like, at the end of the day, I am a comic book fan. I love DC, I love Marvel, I love Image. Well, mainly Spawn. You got a few here and there. But I'm excited. When I saw that, I said, this is all they needed. They just needed a vision, a goal, a plan, a strategy. No more just throwing out Wonder Woman 2 and you're like, come on now. Although, I will say, I watched Batman a few months ago. That was good. That was very good. Pattinson did a pretty damn good job of being the Batman. I see why they signed him up for multi-year and multi-movie contracts because he is pretty good. He is way better than what I thought he was going to be, and he accomplished a lot. So we know for a fact we're at least going to get... They showed Riddler in a different light, which I was like, okay, that need to be done. He didn't need to be like Jim Carrey's Riddler from Batman Forever. He didn't need that. Don't do that. That wasn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. Riddler's goofy, but he was too over the top goofy. And then you had Tommy Lee Jones as Two Face. I'm like, you know, you know, certain movies you're just like, why did they put this mess out, guys? Even though it's like I kind of pretty much got Teen Titans right now, which, you know, is another group I feel like will eventually, they'll push them towards a movie. I feel like Teen Titans, but you know for a fact the main three characters that will always be in the mix of everything will be Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. Those are like the three flagship characters in DC. It always has been that way. Pretty much always will be that way. Now you'll get a few here and there that they'll do their thing, but that's the main three superheroes. Now super villains, you got your Darkseid, who's like the alpha villain. You got who else? Trying to think. I mean, you got a few like Brainiac is another one that's up at the top. That's a hard villain. But I mean, it's excitement, guys. It's excitement because you're like, they're finally doing it the right way. Warner Brothers, to them, it was just make a movie and make some money. We don't care if it's bad. We don't care if it's good. Now, with this being said, guys, what storyline will they take to this new revival? Will they do the Snyderverse? Will they do a Flashpoint? Will they do the Crisis on Infinite Earth? Which way can they go? I'm pretty sure if they are successful in this 10-year run, they're gonna change phases. Right now, I think the best thing for them to do is do it the Snyderverse way. I feel like that's the best way. Build it up to where you have a Darkseid or Brainiac or something like that. We definitely need Henry Cavill back as Superman. He has to come back. I think he is coming back. I think the main thing with him was they didn't have no vision. There wasn't no strategy. There's no plan. It's like, Marvel want me and they got a plan. Like, I like making movies. Like, people be like, well, he can go to Marvel and be Hyperion. I would rather be and play Superman than Hyperion. No disrespect to Hyperion and the what are they called? The Squadron Sinister Squadron, or I forgot. I have a brain for it. But it's Superman. It's like a well-renowned character. Like, everybody knows Superman. Even people that don't like Superman know Superman. The average fan that's not really into it don't know who Hyperion is. So, yeah, I would definitely want to continue to keep playing Superman. I'm just excited, guys. I'm like, if they get this right, we are in for comic book movies to be at quality for a long time, guys. And it's well, well, well overdue. DC, let's get it done. I wish you guys luck. I want to see some good movies. I know you guys do your thing on the show. The shows you guys, whew, you did your thing. Unless you talking about the CW Arrowverse, that started to kind of that was another thing that started to go all over the place. I was like, I don't know, but hey, maybe some of those characters you'll get to actually you got them in contracts to where they'll play. You know, DC characters in this reboot and revamp and refresh, but it's long overdue, guys. I would suggest to anybody watching these videos right now, DC keys, other than Golden Age and like high grade Silver Age, the average DC key is pretty cheap compared to like Marvel hot specs. So I think right now is the best time to do it because it's out of sight, out of mind. People aren't really worried about it because they're so busy stuck on just one company. And with that, you have to diversify and don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like, Marvel's on top now, but doesn't always stay that way. All it takes is DC to have a string of maybe 3 or 4 good top quality movies. They're in the game again. They are off the bench and in the game again. It changes that quick. Like, so if you are a true comic book fan and you love the movies, you love the shows, you should be rooting for DC to get it together. And I mean, it's long overdue, guys. But I would recommend, like, put Bane in a TV show. We don't need to see no more Bane. Like, we kind of exhausted that a little bit. Let's give Bane a break. Put Bane in a TV show and let them fight him there. We just come with some fresh ideas, guys. Like, it's time. DC has some of the best storylines that have not been shown yet because they've been putting out dud movies. It's like, come on, guys. So, I'm rooting for them. I want them to get it together because that is what we need, and I'm like, about damn time. With that being said, guys, just be on the lookout for those DC keys. Like, seriously, like, just do it quietly, but invest in those DC keys. Trust me, I feel like that's gonna be the long end game of investments. You won't see it now because you know they canceled Batgirl, but that's a big key. I would suggest getting in on it now because the price is dropping. People like the movie ain't coming out. Yeah, right now. Pretty sure Batgirl's gonna be in the DC universe. Alright? You guys like the content so far? Like, share, comment, subscribe. But remember what I said, guys. Remember this. If Marvel gets too comfortable, they leave the door open for DC. Now it's up to DC to bring their game. But if Marvel is too comfortable, they will leave the door open for DC. It's Cash Cow in another video, guys. Happy hunting. Get some of them DC keys. Show that DC love, y'all. That's what it's all about. Comics. Not just, oh, it has to be Marvel. Oh, it has to be DC. Get both. Get all. At the end of the day, they're still valuable. First appearance of Swamp Thing. still a valuable comic. And probably will outsell some of the hot Marvel comics. Hey, guys, remember that. It's Cash Cow out, man. Y'all be safe. Happy hunting. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your day. Be productive, positive today. And stay on your grind. I'm out.